Okay, we should be good to go. See if we can get something good in here, maybe. Honestly though, what a pain. Can never seem to be getting any good. Any good quests. Okay. Oh, but it's gonna take forever. Yeah, we had the goddamn... I forgot about that. We had the goddamn caravan event, what it's called, which I didn't do, by the way, because I was sleeping. But I just sent my troops there, and at the end of the day, they just seemed to be taking forever to set it up. So I felt lazy and I just wanted to sleep, man. I woke up for like 5 minutes. I was thinking to myself, okay, let's do this. Then they just weren't starting it, and yeah, I wasn't gonna stay there and wait. It feels bad to lose the event, but I mean the Silk Road. It feels really bad to lose Silk Road because some of the rewards are really good, but at the end of the day, I see that most of the Alliance events are not exactly fun to wait around, you know. I feel a lot more confident with, I'll say, with events that I basically depend on me, that I can take my time with, or I can decide whenever I want to do them. So I know that it's not exactly that type of game, but most of the time, whenever you wait for like things to be set up, because it's kind of like you have to basically set up your whole day around the timing that that everyone sets up the event, you know. So if we decide for like 20 UTC, you know, then everyone has to be there 20 UTC, but it's not exactly optimal for my life. Okay, this is good. Now these caravans will be taking like forever, 25 minutes to come in. Holy F. So let's just do something else then. Let's just do this Rolly Crisis. See if we can get something good in here. Hopefully no 1 million type of guys. Hopefully I'm not that unlucky. Why do I always get this like 1 million type of people in the Sorority Crisis, man? I feel like that's the thing that I hate the most about this. Like, I don't want to be negative, but if you're like 1 million power, you're not exactly helping. So I feel like the Sorority Crisis should be like in levels. It was better before, like, you know, like the guys being 1 to 5 million, they had like another level of Sorority Crisis. The guys being 5 to 10 million had another level. The guys going like up to 20 million had another level, you know. So it actually felt a lot better. Now you just want to go and do the Soroli Crisis and you get paired up with a guy being 500k power, and I have nothing against him because okay, it's a new account, it's not his fault, but why would I play at the same time as them? Do you feel me? Thanks for a subscribe. I really cannot read your name, but thank you for a subscribe. I appreciate that. No, but this is basically what I'm trying to say. You know, it's kind of like, why would I need to play with guys for like 500k power or a million power? You know, those are like new accounts. They deserve to be at another place, and even they don't feel useful at playing around this level. So it's kind of like, why would you make a level which is not exactly doable by all accounts? You know, because I remember myself when I was like at that power. I honestly remember myself when I was at like at that amount of power, and we had levels back then on the Soroli Crisis. So I was playing with guys of my power, you know. I wasn't being a pain or a bother to anyone else, but sometimes, you know, now it's not the case anymore. Like this guy, for example. This guy's like 1 million power, you know. He's not exactly doing much. He is trying to get carried, and it's kind of like a really bad feeling even for him, you know. Because even he has to basically hope that there's no other 1 million or 2 million guys around. So yeah, I feel like Rise of Kingdoms should definitely try and make like the difference in that. You know, maybe just try and make it better. Make it with levels again. I feel like the old way was 10x better than this way. Where are you even going? Yeah, okay, but this as a strategy doesn't exactly work unless everyone is on the same page. You know, going to the corner so everyone comes there. You know, it's kind of like it's the lazy way out, man. Hello. Are you like sleeping right now? Like, what are these people doing? Okay, what exactly are these people doing? It's crazy. Zero respect for everyone trying to like actually get this job done. You know, feels like they're just staying there waiting for everyone else to basically do the job for them. I'm like, why? You stay there 5 minutes for that, honestly. You stay there 5 minutes for that. We could have finished this already. Typhoon Gaming, hey, hello man. What up? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today, man? I know that I'm a little late on the streaming. Honestly, I just, as an idiot, I keep sleeping. I'm honestly having like sleep problems lately. Like I'm sleeping, I would say I'm sleeping too much because I'm sleeping like about 5 or 6 hours in total throughout my day. But I am basically sleeping like 3 hours at night, and I'm sleeping like another 3 hours a day. So at around afternoon, which is the worst time to sleep because that's the time when you actually should get the job done. But yeah, basically I woke up super late, and I just I started the stream super late, to the point where I'm gonna have to make like a stream tomorrow as well, just to basically make up for making such a late stream day. But I didn't want to like give up on it. I honestly wanted to do it. It just feels bad though. It feels bad, like whenever you hype yourself up, like you wake up in the morning, you just you tell yourself today's gonna be a productive day, and then you come home after work, you sleep like an idiot, and then you wake up and you realize the whole day's gone. So yeah, it really gets to you. All good, just chilling. Nice, man. How's 3157 going, by the way? Oh wait. Oh yeah, no, that's right. No, I actually mistook you for, I believe it was the king of 3196. No, 3195, who actually migrated with his friends. No, you should still be king of 3157, right? By the way, man, have you tried making any live streams or anything? Like, I've seen your videos, but I'm not sure if I've ever seen you like do any live streams, brother. Like, I'm really curious about that. Like, the last one that I remember was like a long time ago. 3195. Yeah. I basically mistook you for the, well, for a moment, because I mistook you for the king of 3195. I forgot his name right now, but basically he was the king of 3195, and then he migrated to like another account, to like another kingdom with his friends, because he was like, okay, I don't want to be king anymore. So he just basically gave up the leadership. He was being tired, and he just migrated somewhere else. So I mistook you for a second with him, and I was gonna ask you how's the new kingdom, but I forgot it now. It had done me live since the start. Well, videos are really amazing, honestly. I feel like they're like the best way to make content to kind of like make content in the shortest amount of time, honestly. But at the same time, I feel like live streams are like another type of thing, you know? Like they kind of like help you connect with people, if I may say so. So it's kind of like, in my opinion, you need like both of them would be amazing for your account if you actually are seeking to have a professional YouTube account. So yeah, I do feel like you should try both of them, man. Whenever you got time, maybe try your live streams, just enhance them a little bit, do like 1 or 2 at least in a week, you know, see if it gets the job done. Yeah, I just don't know what to talk about for 2 hours. Trust me, man, it's gonna come to you. Trust me, it's gonna come to you. It's like when you first start YouTube, it is like that, and then you just, with time, you basically learn what to talk to. I remember when I first started doing live streams, I was like just as shy about it, if I may say so. Like, just everything felt weird, and then I just you know, it's kind of like experience. It's honestly experience. You learn about what to talk about 3 hours. It doesn't. It's not. It doesn't become that difficult. Yeah, this guy's like a million power right now. He doesn't even know what he's doing. It's not his fault per se, but like I said, I keep going to the idea that there should be levels to this. There should be like a level for guys who are like new accounts. There should be a level for guys who are like old accounts. It should not be normal for me to play with a person who's 1 million power, because even he cannot do anything about this right now. Like, he's basically useless. Poor guy. It's not even his fault, but he's basically useless. Trust me, man. Like, you basically get around. Like, you learn to do the whole comment thing about everything that you do. You learn to give opinions. You learn to kind of like start topics from nothing. It feels like a little bit weird at first, but you have seen so many streamers do it, and trust me, it's not that difficult. It's just a little bit awkward at the beginning. Yeah, it's good to struggle with talking to myself in the early part. Yeah, it is. Like, usually, like, when it's kind of like a really calm stream at the beginning, it really gets to you. Or sometimes it becomes kind of like psychological when you see the numbers too much. One thing that I used to do a lot in the beginning when I was like minding it was that I would hide the numbers, so I wouldn't be seeing how many people were watching me. Because the thing, it was actually, it was kind of like getting into my head, man, because I was having like at a point, Lizard Jesus, Ragnar Honda, hey, hello, man. Ragnar Honda, I don't even know what the hell I can do with Ragnar, man. Like, it says that it's test, but I am not able to get the guy into the field. It says the commander doesn't exist, so it's a weird thing. I honestly don't realize what the hell Ragnar is all about. Yeah, but as I was saying, like, one thing that I used to do, honestly though, come on, look at these guys. Can I be lucky once? One thing that I used to do was just hide the numbers, because I would see like people coming to my stream before. There would be like 3 people or 4 people, and then it would be like one. Everyone would leave, so it would basically be getting into my head. I was thinking to myself, wait a minute, am I not good enough? Is this why these people are leaving? But yeah, like I just got used to the idea after that. But before, I was just gonna hide the numbers, and then I was gonna be like, okay, I'm not gonna see how many people I'm talking to. I'm just gonna pretend that it's like 100 people always, and that I'm always talking to 100 people. Like, okay, that's the way we're gonna do it. So all I would do was just like keep the stream chat, but I was not gonna show the other stuff. So trust me, it actually helps with your psychological thing about doing live streams. But it's a lot easier than you think, and most of the time, okay, you need to realize one thing. It's kind of like most streamers usually put like chill music in the background, because even if you're not talking, still the music does the job, man. So don't feel like whenever you're not talking that it's getting boring or that it's too silent. That's not the case. Basically what's going on is like it's the music in the background still. So if I log in and I see your stream and I will still hear the music out, so it's not gonna be like complete silence. Ragnar looks good. I'm not able to do anything with the guy. Like I tried to kill a few runes, it says he's not available. I try to basically kill some barbs, it said not available. I don't even know what the freaking hell the testing is all about, because I really cannot use Ragnar right now. It feels a weird thing to do. Like I just cannot use Ragnar right now. Like if you're talking about the same thing, which is basically Ragnar right now is kind of like in a test phase when technically you have him. I technically have the guy, but I don't. He doesn't do anything. He just stays there. I'm not able to summon him into the field. I'll show you like in a second. As soon as I finish this one, I'll show you what I mean. Come on, I just killed them thing already. Yeah, you can't use Ragnar on map, but he had practice on our testing. You can use him on Canyon. Ah. Yeah, that honestly really sucks, man, because the map is what I want to test him the most, you know? Like, Canyon, it's not exactly viable. Like, if they would be giving, like, Ragnar to use him on the map for, like, a week, and for me to, like, test my items on the guy and everything, it would be really amazing. It would be, like, a really good thing, because at that point, even I know how exactly good or bad the commander is. But if that's not the case, you know, like, arc testing doesn't exactly do much. You can also use him on the Canyon. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll see that out. If I'll see how it behaves, but Canyon is not exactly like it doesn't give too much information about how good or bad the commander is, I guess. Unless you actually like spectate the fight, which I almost never do. Honestly, I would love it if they could be giving the commander free for like a week to use on the map and everywhere else, and actually everyone would basically get an idea of the commander. Is he good? Is he bad? Is he worth investing on? Not just give him for the Canyon or the Arc of Osiris only. Even because it's messing with my setup, because every single time that I want to launch like a march, he's always like the favorite. Like Ragnar is always favorite, but I cannot use him, so it actually f's up with my psychology. Every single time that I want to do it, I go like, okay, bam, let's go, choose March, and it's kind of like Ragnar first, and it's kind of like, okay, now we have to remove Ragnar because he's first, but he's not usable. So I'm feeling even worse that I actually got the guy for like a week of testing. Yeah, our testing can be good. Still do 3 versus 3 and 5 versus 5 duels. Performs better in murder balls than duels. I mean, Yeah, he's supposed to, and they say pretty good words about Ragnar. They say that he should be really good. So I'm hoping that to be the case. What's with the goddamn potions? Like, what are they supposed to do? He's supposed to be Gunwar new replacement, but still a bit risky with infantry continuing to smite. They honestly they say that he's pretty good, man. He is to the point where he basically kicked out Guan Yu. Like Guan Yu is basically not even viable anymore now that Ragnar is out. At least so I've heard from the YouTube videos. I've still have yet to confirm that myself, but the words are good. Like the rumors are really good about the guy. They're like one of the best rumors that I've heard. I would say even. Yeah, even for William Wallace, I didn't hear as many good rumors, because for William Wallace, they basically said that he's good with Liu Che, but he sucks alone. But with Wagner, they've only said good words so far. Oh, just die already! Come on, this is getting too annoying. I don't even know what the hell is going on in here. Like they have like a different type of level every single time, and I'm just too lazy to actually understand the map or the strategy around it. I'm like, okay, I got the damage to do it, let's just do it. Let's not waste too much time in understanding how the hell we can beat this thing, and let's just beat it out. Okay, we have one more. Let's go. Yeah, like I was saying, like this is like the most unfun thing, that he's first, but you cannot use him. You know, the current commander is unavailable. Okay, so don't show him to me then. Maybe don't. Why would I? Why would you need to basically show it to me right here and not letting me use it? Like, okay, just don't show it then. It's on trial. Okay, then he is not to be used on this type of map. Means that okay, don't show him. You know, it's. That's kind of like the thing that actually disturbs me a little bit, because I always have to like manually remove Ragnar and just put the other commander in. Yeah, people just don't want to lose Guan Yu silent. Yeah, I know that Guan Yu silent is a really good thing, especially when you're like in balls or anything. Like it's crazy good, because well, it's amazing as an ability, but at the same time, man, unfortunately that's all he has. Like for like in a murder ball, I feel like the Ragnar right now has better abilities. He doesn't have the silence, yeah, so it doesn't like affect as many people, but still. Okay, let's go this way, I guess. What the hell are you even doing, brother? I mean, he is Zhuge Liang, so he should be Season of Conquest type of guy. He should know what he's doing. I'm guessing he's just lazy and he wants to get this thing over with. It's not the worst of ideas. Yeah, exactly. Like I was trying to do some barb chaining before, and it was impossible. Like he was really getting on my nerves, because I was trying to set up my marches, and he always pops up as favorite because he is that good. Like, truth being said, he's that good. Like he always pops out as favorite, but yeah, it's not fun, man. It's really not fun. I'm gonna be honest, another thing that I don't like about Rise of Kingdoms is that in certain events, when you have like only one march, you still have to select the march before you can basically like command it. So it's kind of like, okay, I still have to choose the march before I can move with it. But I only have one, so it should be auto default selected. By the way, man, is 3157 back in like home kingdom or? And how long till the next KVK, I guess. Okay, good. We managed to finish all of this quickly. Let's go here, let's see what we can do. By the way, what do I need to do in order to get a legendary? Oh, I can't get the legendary. Thank you for telling me so soonish. So I get 1,500 and now I get... Oh my gosh, I missed out on this one. I actually missed out on this one. I didn't even know that I could do the legendary. Shit. Oh yeah, I definitely effed up with this one. I could have done 10x better, man. I could have done 10x better. I could have just gone for a legendary. I should remember to do that next time. But it says locked. Why is it locked? Why is my legendary locked? Like, I really don't understand this one. Like, I really don't understand what it takes to go to legendary right now. Okay, so let's start. First of all, we want to be getting our hands on the materials. Are the most important one. Material chests right here. Let's go. We got those. Food wood, I don't really need those, so we can get the teleport, and I feel like that's a good idea, and probably the speed ups. I feel like I need a lot more than the golden keys, because what do I need? Yeah, I feel like I'll just go straight out for the speed ups, see how many of these we can get. Okay, we got some really good amount of speed ups. We should be way above 1,000 days right now. I'm gonna do like a screenshot just to be safe, just to be sure like how many I have, because I'm really curious about it. But I feel like I should definitely have a lot. So let's go into like 3269. Where's the speed up calculator? Let's see how many I have. We have I have research 6.6 days, okay, but I haven't like done all of it. I have healing speed ups 76 days, and I have universal speed ups 999.5 days. I need basically 12 more hours to have 1,000 days of universal speed ups. I need 12 more hours, okay. It's actually doable, but I was like super certain that I had way above 1,000 days right now. Nice, speed up's a lot more than me. Well, yeah, but that's because I only have one march. Like, when you only have one march in a KVK, you don't exactly get to heal as many troops, but you also don't get to kill as many, man. So it takes me forever to get 100 million kill points. It's like next week challenge. But Zenith push, yeah, basically. Not right now exactly, but that's like the idea. I'm definitely pushing for Zenith of Power now. Yeah, definitely pushing for Zenith of Power at the moment. I'm hoping to be getting around 12 to 15 years of speed ups before I can do it though, because even though some people say that with 10 years it's almost impossible not to get a spot, I don't want to risk it, man. You know how you fight so hard to get those 10 years in only to then lose? Kind of like Spartan Gaming. So just to be certain, I want to be getting like 12 to 15 years of speed ups before I go for Zenith of Power. Plus I want to go for like a really good skin, not some average one. But it's gonna be like a long push, honestly. It's gonna take me like maybe like a year to gather that amount of speed ups. Definitely it's gonna take a lot of time, but trust me, it's gonna be like well worth it in my opinion. It's gonna be really well worth it. It will be a bit easier when a lower power count, yeah. Well, it's gonna take a year, so I don't know how much I'm gonna increase my account, but the idea is that for the moment I don't exactly want to go above 50 million power. So right now I want to stay under 40 million at the moment. Then I'm gonna get my tier 5s and maybe just go just a little bit more, like 45 million, but at the same time I also want to have like 2 marches, because at the moment I only have 1 march, and that's like a little bit of a pain, because if you're gonna be like 45 or 50 million power, I will need to kill like 200 million or 300 million per kvks. So if I have to kill like 200 million per kvk or 300 million per kvk, that's impossible with only 1 march. So you kind of like see the struggle in that. So point is, I'm looking not to increase my power too much without adding a second march to my account. If I can add like a second march to my account, then yeah, definitely. But at the moment I'm honestly running a little bit out of materials and running a little bit out of everything. I don't have that many materials, I don't have that many items to buy. So yeah, it's actually like I'm in a spot right now where, oh, F you honestly, like this should be 100% doable. So yeah, my account right now is kind of like in a spot where it needs a little bit of time to upgrade itself. I need to keep like gathering materials, I need to keep gathering like equipment, I need to keep gathering so much stuff. Still going cavalry next? Well, the idea is to go for cavalry so far, but they most of the people coming to my chat, they're telling me that it's not the best idea because the meta might change way too much. So it's best if I just wait for it. Wait and see what the changes are, what the new commands are gonna be. Like, I don't know. Honestly, I'm double thinking it. I'm honestly double thinking it, but I feel like I should definitely be going for like a second march, in my opinion. I cannot wait for long, you know. I should at least start to have my second march, you know, feeling, because if I know that I'm going cavalry next, at least if I know that at least I'm going cavalry, I'm gonna be focusing my energy into gathering like cavalry items. But if I don't know what I'm going for because I'm waiting on the meta, now that's an issue, because it means that I have to wait for the meta to basically set up before I can make a decision on what exactly it is that I'm going for. Yeah, it's likely to be a new mechanic for cavalry, only one that hasn't yet. Yeah, so basically waiting a while, it's not the worst idea, but at the same time I don't want to wait too much before I start making preparations, because I cannot be stuck at one single march forever, man. It really doesn't help me, because whenever you go into kvk and you only have like 1 march, the biggest issue that you have right now is that I really cannot complete these quests. No matter how much I try, it's impossible for me to kill 12 million units with only 1 march. It's like crazy next to impossible. I need at least 2 or 3 marches in order to complete some of this stuff right here. And you know, those golden coins, those conquest coins, man, they are waiting for me, and I'm not able to get them just because, you feel me? Okay, we gather resources so much. Like, it's 3 really good quests, but at the same time, I don't know if I want to do them right now, man. Did you get Alex and YSG? I got YSG. I don't have Alex though. Okay, whatever. Gather 500 wood. Okay, still the same quest. What else can we get in here? Let's see if we can get something better maybe. But just donation. Donation. Okay. No, I don't have Alex so far. I do have YSG. I had YSG right ever since the beginning, honestly, because when I started playing, YSG was like the big thing, and everyone was pushing for him. And I thought to myself, you know what? I'm gonna be getting YSG because why not? You know, everyone wants YSG. He's really good, and even now it's not half bad, but he's just not as amazing as he was before. You know, like you basically the idea that I wanted to get YSG for at the beginning was mostly like troop. Well, I wanted to get him for his AoE so I could like barb kill, but then you had to expertise him in order to do that, and I thought to myself, it's not exactly gonna be beneficial to me. So whenever like Zhuge Liang and other commanders came out that were like a lot more viable, I just went for Zhuge Liang and I just quit on YSG. But he should be like a 5 something if I'm not mistaken. Let me just double check on him right now and I'll let you know. Okay, so let me just double check on the YSG right now. He is 4121. Okay, like I have him, but I haven't invested ever since. Ever since I like got my Zhuge Liang, I haven't invested in YSG anymore. Swarm a city and zero them. That's really not gonna do much. Like it's not gonna help me achieve much, man, because I don't exactly have the marches to swarm city right now. It would really basically just killing my account. Imagine the amount of deaths that I would have from trying to do that. Best bet for you would probably be William Wallace to pair with Liu Che, and then use CBO for Mehmed maybe in the meantime, but I don't know how many heads you have. Well, I don't exactly have too many, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just double check on that. I have 351, which is not enough. You need about, correct me if I'm wrong, but you need about 1,000 something in order to do an account. Well, not 1,000, you need about 600 heads in order to do a commander. Yeah, the waiting really kills you. The waiting of the whole meta change really kills you, because it's kind of like you're uncertain about what to do from here if you're gonna try and go for like a new march. Whereas if you're like an old season player, you probably have everything set up and you got enough leverage to just go for whatever comes out. But in my case, I gotta be like really careful with all the choices that I make. Okay. Okay, 56 minutes on this one. Let's see what else we're trying to do in here. Okay, so at the moment I'm just trying to basically research as much as I can in order to get as many alliance coins, I'm sorry, KVK coins as possible. I'm really trying to push right now for that. Well, I'm gonna be getting my hammer of sun and moon right now. Well, not right now. Whenever the KVK finishes and I get the other coin, I'm gonna be getting my hammer of sun and moon for this KVK. I still need the helmet of Conqueror, but I'm not able to get that right now. So at the same time, I would really love it if I could basically save enough coins for getting my Twilight Falls. It's gonna be a hella good city skin for the future, even if I don't push for Zenith, which I feel like I will, but you never know. Getting your hands on that Twilight Falls, it's not going to be the best, well, the worst choice. Infantry is kind of the only troop type where you have to plan and you know what's likely to come next. The problem with infantry that I feel like, well, in my case, the problem with having only infantry marches is mostly the fact that I only have one building, so how much infantry am I able to train for KVK? That's kind of like the only issue that I have. Whereas if I have like one infantry, one cavalry, one archer, like within the KVK, I'm able to basically train about, I would say, 200,000 new troops. You feel me? So that really adds a little bit to my fighting power for that particular KVK. Whereas if you only have like infantry or basically only one troop type, that leverage is gone. You will at most you will be using the other troops to just kill them, defending passes or towers or stuff like that. I don't want to be doing that. I honestly want to have like at least one per troop type so I can maximize the efficiency of my marches and my troops, of course. Because right now I'm only like infantry based. If you go and see my troops, I have about 1 million infantry right now. Well, I have like about 500k of them are like in the hospital, so that's why. But I have about 1 million infantry, and my cavalry is basically, I would say, is useful because you use it for like barbs or barb forts. But my archers are basically useless. They're like dead weight to me. I cannot do anything with my barbs so far, with my archers. Like my archers are like the worst troop type that I have at the moment, and I really need to be doing something about them at a certain point. Because if you have like a commander to fight with, then okay, it's worth it. But in my case, the archer troops are basically there just to die for. Well, I'm gonna be doing something, and a lot of people feel that it's controversial, but I'm gonna actually be doing it. So what I will be doing, and the reason as to why I'm not healing my troops right now, is because as soon as this KVK is almost close to over and I'm certain that it's gonna be a win, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be sending all my troops, well, all my cavalry and my archers, to the enemy gate because I want them to kill them while I'm like offline. And I feel like what that is gonna do is he's gonna trigger the help from Rise of Kingdoms, which is gonna give me a huge amount of speed ups. And I will basically be killing two birds with one stone, so I'll be getting rid of my archers, which I don't really need right now, but at the same time I will be getting rid of them and having a good amount of speed ups back. I feel like at the point of the account, like where I'm at right now, that is actually like a really good strategy to do. Plus, if I want to push for Zenith of Power, that's really going to be helpful in my opinion. I ain't gonna lie, Scutes were like terrified of the idea. He was like, why are you killing your troops? But I was like, okay, I'm killing my troops so I can get speed ups, man. Because I don't need them. I don't exactly need my archers right now. Plus, I'm just gonna wait less for next KVK. It's gonna be better. The less I wait, the better it is, because the weaker the enemy that we are gonna be fighting against. Well, maybe I'm not like, it's not only me, but everyone has to do his part. Joanne should still last next cycle for AoE. I got Joanne, I just don't know what the hell to do with her. I honestly got Joanne right now. I got her, I just don't know what exactly to do with her right now. I even have some sculptures of her. Just because I'm unsure about the thing. Just because I'm unsure about what strategy I'm going for. Another thing that's basically holding me back right now is basically the fact that I really cannot push speed ups into my crystal tech. It's like a really big issue at the moment. The reason as to why I cannot push speed ups into my crystal tech is because I have to save my speed ups for my normal academy, which, by the way, I'm just I might be going for, do I have like 59 days? I don't know if I have like 59 days in here. Yeah, I don't feel like I have 59 days, but if I could get this thing over with, it would be amazing. Actually, no, I'm gonna wait for like an event which needs me to use speed ups, and that's when I'm gonna be using them. I'm not gonna like speed it up at the moment because I don't need it. Maybe for like next KVK or something. Anyway, that's why I haven't like invested in Joanne, just because of that reason alone, man. I thought about it. I actually upgraded her like to a certain point, and I was thinking to myself, I was like, okay, maybe upgrading Joanne is not the best thing. 5115 Joanne is good. The problem is with 5115 Joanne is that it's almost impossible to achieve, man, because I can get the first 5. Well, even that I cannot exactly guarantee, but getting this 5 right here, it's almost impossible though. No matter how much, like, you have to be extremely lucky to have a 5115 Joanne. Let's try it out. Let's just try it out. Well, I need the first 5 right here, but I can only block 2. Well, confirm. Okay, so let's go like this. I can upgrade this one to 5. That's not an issue. The problem is this 5 right here. It's impossible to achieve. By the way, when is this strategic reserve over? I have 3 more days. Now I would love it if I could get my hands on maybe like a top 10 or something into this strategic reserve. What do I need? Like 162 barbs? That's actually really doable in my opinion. Takes quite a few skill resets in most cases, yeah. But at that point, I feel like I would just rather just give up on my golden sculptures. It's a lot easier. You know, it's kind of like, okay, just whatever. Let me just get that 5-5, 4-5, whatever, Joanne, and just be done with it. Because she's still viable. Like, she's not that bad. It's more like, is she like future proof? That's like the only thing, you know. But we cannot know that for certain. So yeah, I feel like Huo Joanne would not be the worst investment at the moment. Anything can change, but at the same time, if you just like keep waiting and keep waiting and keep waiting, it's gonna turn out to be a mess. I really cannot. Yeah, there's no possible way for me to basically go for this guy right here. I'll just wait and see if he approaches. By the way, is there like a way to see how many barbs you killed this season, man? I'm not certain if there's a way for me to know that, but I'm really curious about it. She's probably more future-proof than Huo and Nevsky, as cavalry are mainly single target. Okay, let's see if I'm lucky. It's either gonna make or break. Either it's gonna reset, or I'll have a shot. Do I have a shot in here? Yes, let's go. It tells you at the end of KVK when you open the storybook. Oh yeah, I was just like wondering if there's like a way to know sooner. I really wanted to know how much barbs I've killed this KVK. I'm really curious about it though, even though there's nothing to be gained, but anyway, right now I'm just basically gathering well, I'm gathering crystals and I'm gathering gems the whole time. That's basically what I'm focusing on at the moment. I'm not focusing on almost anything else. Getting gems is really crucial because I have about 60,000 gems that I need just to upgrade my buildings, man. Because I need to get my tier 5, but in order to get my tier 5, I need to upgrade so many buildings. It's actually crazy. So I made the calculation and I need 66,000 gems. Like, go figure, like 66,000 gems, man. It's actually crazy numbers. Just to upgrade my buildings though, and that's not even buying my books because my castle needs books. And okay, I'll be trying to get as many books as I can from doing forts in Home Kingdom, but it's impossible to do those just by doing forts, man. It's gonna take so much time. So I feel like I'm forced to just use some gems on them, and that's gonna take me like another 100,000 gems. So at a total, I'm looking at about 160, 170,000 gems just to get my tier 5 units. I need so much stuff, man. So much stuff. It's actually crazy. Okay, what's going on in here? $66k gems, yeah, except books. Yes, yes, yes. Well, 60, but I will be upgrading all 4 of my hospitals because I do need to have them upgraded anyway. So that's why I'm saying 66, because I'm counting like 3 extra hospitals. But yes, let me see where I have the if I send this thing to anyone. Yeah, so if you go in here, you have the gold mine. There's 2,000, 4,000, 6,000, 8,000, 10,000, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21, 20, I'm sorry, 22, 24, 26, 30, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, and if you add like the 4 hospitals, yeah, that's about 44,000 gems. Yeah, actually no, it's a lot less. I don't know why I was certain that it was about 60,000. That's about 46,000 gems, which is like 20k gems less, but still a lot. Still a lot, man. Still a lot. I thought you only need like 10 blueprints, which is like 20,000 gems. Oh no. That's yes, one building of each type, but this was one building of each type. Like in here is my gold mine, farm, lumber, and quarry. That's like 8,000 gems. Archer, barracks, stable, siege workshop, castle, hospital, tavern, alliance center, walls, storehouse, watchtower, academy, trading post, and scout camp. So all of those are like unique buildings. Yes, you do need one building of each type, but okay, the hospitals are the only thing that I will be upgrading all 4 of them either way. So I'm technically counting them in, even though they're not, but I'm technically counting them in because I'm like, I'll be doing it anyway. I need to upgrade all my hospitals because why not? So you can probably do it for about 30k if you don't upgrade all the hospitals. If I do not upgrade all the hospitals, it's gonna be 36k gems. So yeah, it's gonna be 36k, which is still not a number to be underestimated. I'm still well, I'm halfway there technically, but then I'm adding up all the books that I will need to buy. If I'm not mistaken, I still need about 15,000 books right now to get my castle to level 25. So if I add that up, it's gonna be like 15,000 books it's about 150,000 gems. Now I'm technically taking into consideration that I'm gonna buy, well, that I'm gonna get at least 5,000 of them by doing forts, and another 10,000 of them I'll be buying with gems. So that's about 100,000 gems plus 36k gems, which I need to upgrade my buildings. We're looking at a total of 136k gems at least. Unless I'm willing to wait for like a full year to get all the books, but I'm not going to be doing that. I used to upgrade the hospital and gold mines to the 1-day power-up events where you get 4 AXC5 gem packs. Don't lose gems. Yeah, that's actually like a really good idea now that I think about it. Hey, that's a really good hack, man. That's actually like a really good hack. If anything, I might do like the same thing for all my other stuff, you know? Yeah, now that I'm actually thinking about it, that's like a really good idea to maximize your gem outtake. So the next time that I have one of those events, I'll actually be doing one of my yeah, I'll be doing like one of my buildings in here. Either it's gonna be a farm, or it's gonna be like a quarry or a lumber mill, or one of my archery ranges. Right now, if I'm not mistaken, I should have plenty, and I mean plenty, of building speed ups. So getting them done instantly is not impossible for me. Yeah. Well, you're joking right now. You are joking right now. Unlucky SF. Yeah, ideally you have to run forts on main and farms constantly for the books. Yeah, the books are like the biggest pain in Rise of Kingdoms when it comes to upgrading your tier 5, man. Like, even the arrows for the tower were not as much of a problem, because if you chain barbs, doing the arrows is like totally doable in like 2 months or even less. But the books, now there's just like another thing about those, like they just take too much goddamn time. That's if you don't use potions, which so far I really haven't. Whoa, 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 where are you going? Where are you going? Shit. The one thing that I didn't want to do, I just did. This tier 5, man, it's like a real pain, but I feel like in the end it's all worth it. And I feel like one of the biggest enjoyments in Rise of Kingdoms is when you first get the first like tier 5 units and you're like, hey, hallelujah, I finally did it, you know, I'm like a big player. And then you realize it's just like a common thing to do. But you know, I like this thing about Rise of Kingdoms, man. I like the thing that you grind so hard to achieve something and you actually get to enjoy it whenever you get it, you know, because like, for example, I got my VIP 14 recently and I'm like super happy at that thing. Like every single day I'm getting like 3 golden statues right now, but I'm super happy about having my VIP 14. I've been fighting for this thing for my last 4 or 5 months or something. So it's kind of like, it's like stuff that you really grind about. Like you really grind about this stuff right here, but you actually enjoy it. Like you actually enjoy it so much when you get it. Yeah, still buy the scrolls from 2k gems in More Than Gems event. Just do the upgrades in events and have gems. And probably I spent at least 20k gems on books. Shit. Now I have books out of my ass. Yeah, you know, it's yeah, you're damn right about the last thing that you said, which is they should find a way to definitely convert books into something. So far, even the arrows or even the books are basically non-usable. I honestly don't even know what the hell you use them for. Look at this, I have like 12,000 arrows of resistance. What can I even do with those, you know? There should be like some sort of conversion that you can do with those. Something that's useful. I feel like they really should find a solution to that, because having all those books in my inventory for nothing, it doesn't really help me out, you know. Maybe give like a book a gem or something, you know, or maybe like 10 per one, meaning that give me like 1 gem per 10 arrows or something. I would still take that conversion. It's a really good conversion, actually. Well worth it. Yeah, this was bound to die anyway. Okay, let's see what we can go in here. Actually, no, I can do like 1, 2, 3 in here. It's actually really doable. It's just crazy for passports, exactly. Speaking of passports, I used a huge amount of my passports in here, of my silver, to buy VIP points. So right now I don't have enough for my passports. I want to know just how much my, actually no, I do. I need 6.5 million to get my passports. So it's actually doable. If I convert my Ethelflaed heads and everything else, it's actually doable. Currently sitting on about 120 passports worth of credits. Why don't you get like VIP points, or are you like VIP 18 right now? Like, how's your account, man? Please don't reset. Shit. The one thing you shouldn't have done, which was to reset, and you did just that. I'm still on the VIP 16. Well, why don't you just buy like VIP points with those then? I feel like getting VIP points from the Alliance shop is not half bad as an idea, you know? Whenever you have your passport set up, like the only reason as to why I wasn't buying VIP points is because I wanted to get my passports. I always want to have a backup plan, man. I always want to have like enough silver to buy passports. I always want to do that. Oh, this guy is gonna be dead so hard. I haven't bought like VIP points as much from the Alliance shop right now, only because I just migrated, so I had like 0 silver into my Alliance shop. So I wanted to make sure that I had enough silver to buy my passports, and now that I have enough silver to get my passports, I'm like really confident that most of the silver that I will be getting is gonna be coming, is just going to like VIP points right now. As soon as I have like passports for like 1 more migration, I'm actually content with myself. I'm happy with it. Yeah, I got about 50 passports in my inventory. It's just a massive credit drain in my kingdom. Yeah, but you're like the king, so if you don't plan on like going anywhere for the time being, I feel like you shouldn't really worry about getting like, how much passports do you need to migrate, by the way? I'm just curious about it. But technically you're the king, so I don't feel like you will be migrating anywhere anytime soon. Something really bad has to happen for you to migrate, man. How much do I need to get in top 20 in here? So getting top 20, I need, well, 9 more. It's actually doable. Crazy doable. If anything, I feel like I might get myself into the top 10 for sure. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm crazy happy. I'm like crazy happy that I managed to win this KVK. I'm really happy about that. Even for 3269, because those guys really deserve the win as well. But I'm crazy happy that I got a win too. I can only hope that the next KVK is gonna be just as good and maybe like get another win. But you never know. You never know. With my current power, which is 84 million, I should have enough already. Just spending all my credits I have for VIP would probably drain our shells by 20 million credits. No, but it's okay, man. Like that's what you have the shells for. Yeah, there's like a glitch in here. Something blocks this every single time. I've noticed it multiple times. Stick Ragnar in Canyon, you'll get a bit higher rank for speed ups. Ouch, yeah, I feel like I'm too late for that, but I'll try tomorrow, man. I completely forgot. I actually completely forgot. But most of the stuff that I'm trying to do on Canyon, honestly, I'm just trying to get wins. Like, I don't really care about ranks as much as I care about wins, because wins do give me those really amazing what's it called, materials. Those wins really give me the materials, which is basically the thing that I actually mostly care most about. Like, whenever I do Canyon, I rarely focus on getting my rank, and because I'm kind of like used or accustomed to the idea that I'm like one of the worst in the kingdom every single time, because my account is like so far back. But I'm like accustomed to the idea that I'm not gonna be achieving rank, so most of the time I'm looking for like the to kill the lowest power guy, so I can at least get a win and get me like get those speed ups, get those materials, and that chest as well, because I'm like, okay, that's like a really good win. It's a lot better than just trying to push for a spot, which is not gonna happen anyway. By the way, I'm like curious, like when you go in here for arrows, like how much are your arrows worth? Yeah, that's basically what I focus mostly about. Like I'm looking at this like long term. I know goddamn well that I'm not gonna be able to like get any ranks when it comes to like Lost Canyon. Well, Lost Canyon is even more impossible. Like I almost never get a win. In here, like I'm just not even looking for a win. I know that most of the time I always wait, is Lost Canyon doable? Like, can I try my Ragnar in here? Huh. Okay. What do I have set up in here? Let's go by Liche and yeah, let's try this thing out. Let's see how this one runs. A lot better. Riffin! Hey man, morning? It's 1 a.m. in here, but good morning to you, brother. Early up, don't you think? Like, it's actually Sunday, man. Why are you up so early? Why don't you just like enjoy sleep? Honestly, I ain't gonna lie, man. I really have to say thank you to Typhoon Gaming, because I showed up doing a live stream today, and in my mind I was saying to myself, nobody's gonna show up because it's like hella late, nobody's gonna be around, and I was like but yeah, actually thank God that Typhoon Gaming actually showed up, so thank you, brother. Also, thank you to the Griffin for showing up right now. But whenever I started the live stream today or right now, I was like crazy sure that nobody was gonna show up because it's super late. So I was kind of like expecting to be like a chill, lonely stream, just doing it for like the fun of it. Oh yeah, the clocks go back tonight apparently. Yeah, I heard about that. So it's like 60 minutes back. But didn't they say like a year ago that they would be getting rid of the idea because all they do is kind of like they set the clock back um like 60 minutes now, and then they set it up front again in like 6 months. So I'm like, it's basically evens out at the end of the year, and they said they would just be getting rid of the idea. They would not be moving the clocks anymore. Oh, I got Champions of Olympia to do as well though. I hate doing it. Oh, actually, yeah, I cannot do it anymore. All I have is like 15 minutes. All I have is 15 minutes. I forgot about the fact that I need to do the Champions of Olympia. I've been missing my last two Champions of Olympia if I'm not mistaken. Am I like rank 18 or something here now? What am I? Rank 25 yet? Still? I see that a lot of people are pushing then. So top 20 now is 127. I have 126. Oh, but there's so many people at 127. Okay, let's go for this. Yeah, my girlfriend said it still goes back. I never remember it unless someone tells me. Yeah, exactly, man. That's like a weird thing whenever you think about it. Like, I know why they do it. They do it to basically like even out the idea of day and night. So it's kind of like, okay, we're gonna set the clock back a little bit so that whenever everyone wakes up, it's gonna be day instead of night. So I do understand the idea of it, but they say that they will be getting rid because it's a real mess up. You know, people have to like really find out what the hell is going on. Unluckiest guy on earth. Unluckiest guy on earth when it comes to my chaining. What the hell? Where are you even going? Where are you even going, man? Come on. For a moment, man, I actually thought that you meant that your girl basically remembers you to play Champions of Olympia. I was like, okay, that's a win right there. I thought your girl was playing Rise of Kingdoms as well, man. I thought to myself, okay, that's a win right there. You'd love to have a gamer girlfriend, don't you think? Everyone's dressed up for Halloween today, even though it's 5 days early. You know, I had like a club nearby my home, which basically is making, well, they're making like this party, and part of me wanted to go there, but the other part of me is basically too lazy, so I don't feel like I will. But yeah, it's kind of like $5 just to get in, which it's not the worst because it's actually like a really good price. Like $5 to just get in the club, you know, enjoy the party and not even be like, well, yeah, it's kind of like a presentation, you know, reservation. It's kind of like making a reservation. Part of me wanted to go, man, but the other part of me is too lazy. So now I'm realizing that apparently I'm actually really old. There was a time when I was not even gonna think twice about such things. I wish she used to play and I gave her one of my accounts and she got bored real quick. Yeah, Rise of Kingdoms is not exactly like a game for the weak, if I may say so. Well, by weak I mean like it's not a game for guys who enjoy like or like players or gamers who enjoy a lot of action, you know, because most of the people just love to play like God of War, or they love to play like League of Legends, or most of them actually love to play stuff like Counter-Strike or Valorant, or just basically like first-person shooting or Call of Duty, you know, those type of stuff. or maybe Fortnite. But me, no, I actually love the old strategic gaming. You push for something. It's kind of like long term. It takes a lot of time, but at the end of the day, you get to enjoy so much of it. Like, this is what I love about Rise of Kingdoms, man. It's kind of like there's a hustle in here. There's such a hustle in here to have like a really good account. It's not something that you can get done by the end of the day. It's like a marathon. It's not a race. It's not a 100-meter dash. You know, it's not going to be 20 minutes of gaming. You have to really show up for everything that matters. You have to be really active. You have to keep pushing. You have to keep grinding. So whenever you have this type of gaming, personally I enjoy it a lot more. He used to play Call of Duty Zombies with her. Hella funny. Yeah, I feel like Call of Duty is actually really fun as a game, but at the end of the day, like, if I want to play something serious, I feel like this type of game is my jam, man. It's always been. All my life I've loved this type of games a lot more when it comes to like investing long term. Call of Duty is a really good game, and I love to play it a lot as well, you know, or even Fortnite or Valorant. I play a lot of it, but it's kind of like those quick, like 20 minutes sessions, or maybe like half an hour, 2 hours, something, whenever you're like bored, just out of playing something every single time. For example, today I came after work, and while I was waiting for my food to get ready, instead of just playing Rise of Kingdoms, because I was kind of like bored of the idea, I just opened the I got the Euro Truck Simulator in here, which, like, I always wanted to play it and always get the wheel for that, but I never did. But I just opened the old Euro Truck Simulator. I got my own company in there. Everything like is fun, so I played for like half an hour. It was actually like really fun to just go with a different game for a while. But it happens like really rarely. Most of the time I just don't have enough time to cover all of my games. All I can do most of the time, I just play like Rise of Kingdoms, and I show up for other games like maybe once a month or something, whenever I'm really bored. Hey, let's go. Rank 20 over there. Rank 15, 144. Totally doable. But not now, because I feel like I'm gonna I'm definitely gonna go and sleep right now. Like, I call this a night. I don't know about you guys, but it's been a long day. I was at work today. I don't know about you, but I'm crazy tired. Rise of Kingdoms is a game? It's more like a curse. No, it is a game. It's actually like a really cool game, man. Let's be honest. It's a cool game. It's one of the most balanced games that I've seen of this genre. I've seen a lot of games like this, man, and most of them are really impossible to keep balanced, to make it, like, I guess, playable. I wouldn't say like winnable, but playable for free plays. Like, I used to play Clash of Kings a lot, and Clash of Kings is just impossible as a free to play player anymore. They just added so much stuff that it's impossible to reach if you're free to play. So Clash of Kings I just gave up on. I was like, okay, this is not my game anymore. It used to be, it's not anymore. Someone had basically like zeroed me, because the idea of territories in Rise of Kingdoms doesn't exist. I'm sorry, in Clash of Kings does not exist. Meaning that you cannot be safe. Like right now I'm super safe in this territory. I don't need to use a shield. I don't need to do anything. All I need is make sure that nobody's going to delete this piece of territory right here, you know? But in Clash of Kings that's not the case, man. Territory doesn't even exist as an ocean. So problem is, you are always at risk 24/7. Like at the middle of the night I have to like open the game, see if I'm safe, you know. It doesn't exactly help you out. The one thing that I loved about Rise of Kingdoms the most is that if you are in Alliance territory, you are untouched. So there's like a way for you to protect yourself in here without having to use thousands of shields, which are impossible to get by. In Clash of Kings, man, I was collecting gold the whole time. My farms were collecting other resources, but I was collecting like gold the whole time. And I was using all the gold to buy shields. Gold, by the way, in Clash of Kings is kind of like gems in here. So I was like collecting gems, let's say gems in Clash of Kings the whole time, just to buy shields, man, to keep my city safe. And I remember one time I was like at work, I opened the game just to see that I was zeroed, and I thought to myself, F this game, I'm out, man. I like some guy, some douchebag. Well, he was really good at what he did at his job, but you feel me. Some douchebag just basically waited for my shield to finish, and he showed up straight away. So in the amount of like 1 hour that I didn't have a shield on, he basically showed up, he zeroed me, and then he left. And I was like, I opened the game and I was like, okay, I'm done with this game right now. Like, this is not the type of game for me. But then I was seeing like Rise of Kingdoms on YouTube, and I noticed that people were not getting burned if they weren't on territory. And that's why I started playing Rise of Kingdoms, honestly. I feel like one of the best things that Rise of Kingdoms has is the fact that you are safe. Great game, but it can suck the life out of you at times. So much real time gameplay. True. I mean, it is. You're definitely right on that. It's not a game that it's for someone who doesn't have time, for a family guy with maybe lots of problems, who works like 12 hours per day. This is not the game for you. But for this type of game, this type of genre, it's actually pretty balanced. Like, keeping yourself safe, man. It's for a free-to-play guy like me, who has struggled in every single game to basically keep himself safe because I need to buy shields the whole time. This is what, like, the best thing that ever happened. Until you get to the home kingdom and nowhere is safe. True, like, this is true. But home kingdom, most of the time, nobody, like, okay, in Rise of Kingdoms, somehow there's this idea of peace within the kingdom. In Clash of Kings, this thing does not exist. In every single kingdom, you have the first alliance fighting with the second alliance, fighting with the third alliance. So, in every single kingdom, you have fights. You are never safe. In Rise of Kingdoms, at least there's like every single kingdom is united. There's like a bigger goal. The bigger goal is to win KVKs, because if you win KVKs, you will be getting a lot of huge rewards. So everyone knows that this game is not exactly about fighting within the kingdom. This game is about fighting outside of the kingdom. And yeah, like, I feel like they just set up the game in a way that it's impossible to play it bad, even if you want to. Trust me, man, I've tried a lot of games of this genre, and I'm gonna be honest, Clash of Kings is a lot, well, Rise of Kingdoms is a lot better than a lot of games of this genre. Love it or hate it, I'm not saying that it doesn't have its problems. It has plenty of problems, but it's definitely one of the best and most balanced games of this genre that I've seen. And I've played like so many of those. Like, you want the Game of Thrones type of game, I've played it. The North, I played Clash of Kings, I played Kingdoms of Camelot, I've played like so many that just don't come to mind. Kingdoms of Avalon, another thing like that. Brother, so many games I've played of this genre, and I always got bored because you just could not be safe. You would just increase your power and then just die without a reason. Because the kingdom was always at war. Always at war. 10 plus alliances, always at war with each other. Impossible to even break a deal. Like, you would just be getting a deal with the first alliance that they would not be attacking you, and in the middle of the night, someone would just basically talk shit to them, and they would just attack everyone, just zero everyone. So, man. Balanced game, not balanced KVK. Basically 2018 Rise of Kingdoms, right? Yeah, something, I don't know how 2018 Rise of Kingdoms was, but all I can say is that Clash of Kings or other games like Rise of Kingdoms don't exactly have peace within a kingdom for certain. Most of the time you do not have peace in there, man. So it's about keeping yourself safe. You see this, I have, where is my shields? I have 65 shields, and honestly I've been spamming them this KVK just for no reason, because I was too lazy to teleport and find the spot. But have 65 shields, man. It's impossible in another game like Rise of Kingdoms to have 65 shields. You are using them constantly, the whole time. Unless you're like a pay to win guy, you do not have 65 shields in other games like this. It's impossible. I've played, like honestly played like so many of these games to the point where I know exactly what's a make or break. And I'm telling you, it's a really make or break whenever you do not have peace in the kingdom. Don't even show up, don't even try it. Like it's gonna cost you like $1,000 just to play the game. You're gonna get zeroed constantly unless you're like in the first rank alliance, but even in then, someone might just target you someday. So yeah, I got scared for life in Home Kingdom when I was 2653 leadership and got zeroed by Vietnamese whales that didn't get their own way. Yeah, exactly. Like whenever there's no peace in the kingdom, it's not fun, man. Okay, funny thing. I used to play this game called Kingdoms of Camelot, but I used to play it like on Facebook. I don't know if any of you remembers like the old Facebook, it had games in it, and I used to play this game on Facebook. Now we had bots for the game. We had bots that basically would alert us if we were getting attacked. I'm talking about in the middle of the night, 3 a.m, my PC ringing like the goddamn police came in, you know, it's kind of like and I would just wake up like traumatized because someone was attacking my city or was like preparing a rally. I would just like pop up a shield, I would just teleport somewhere else, do the anti-scout, which basically was like an idea for you to hide your city and nobody knew it. It was like a cloud and you would hide in the cloud and nobody knew who the hell was in the cloud unless you attacked it. So nobody would try and attack a cloud. But goddamn, man, I'm talking like in the middle of the night there's a goddamn siren as if like you're in war or something. This is how bad the other games were, man. We were 24/7. I was at school, I was thinking to myself, hopefully I make it home and hopefully I'm not attacked. Like we talking about crazy shit, man. It's Rise of Kingdoms is like is nothing compared to that. It's really good. Like it's really good compared to that. That's what I'm trying to say. The trauma that I got from playing Kingdoms of Camelot, it's insane, man. It's insane. We talking like in the middle of the night, man. It's just like a goddamn siren. The whole house wake up. My father screaming at me like, "What the f? What the hell is that, man? Just turn it off." My brother just waking up traumatized, like me waking up, going to the computer, running as fast as I could, open the computer, just go like click on Facebook, just like you know, open the window, be like pop shield, pop shield, pop shield. Everyone back me up, everyone reinforce me. And we are not talking about only me, man. Like if a member of my alliance was gonna get attacked, we will all basically get alarmed. And it was like a different type of sound, so I knew that if it was me getting attacked or if it was someone else getting attacked. Like I just knew, like, and I knew when someone else was getting attacked, and I still had to like show up because I had to like reinforce the guy. We would reinforce everyone, like we would be like, okay, are we gonna fight this one or are we gonna like hide this one? It was like it's like a complete man, like we were like on a mission, like on a real war mission. I'm talking about, it's kind of like going to the Middle East or something. We were really waking up in the middle of the night, like we were getting attacked for real, like in the real life. Just show up, take our guns out and be like, okay, let's kill these motherfuckers. That's how, it's crazy. Like just go look it up on YouTube if you feel like I'm trolling. If there's any way for you to know, like let me just see on that. Kingdoms of Camelot alarm. I don't know if there's like a video about the alarm sounding, but bot or something. Okay, I don't know, I cannot find them anymore, but I'm telling you, it was just crazy stuff going on. I cannot find them anymore because it's kind of like really old content. Like we talking about 2013, 2014, which is like 10 years ago. But shit, man, we were yeah, it was like a whole different story. I even have like an old Facebook group with all the people, all my friends. And we would be posting reports there. We would just like be doing everything. We'd be talking to each other. We had like a group chat talking about the game 24/7. Like just crazy times, man. Crazy times. Crazy times. I remember those times. I remember the alarm sounding in the middle of the night, man. I remember that shit. It was like crazy. And I would just wake up, man. It's kind of like you invested the last 6 months of your life into this game, or maybe a year. So it's kind of like you have to wake up and protect your city. Man, when Rock used to not give a peace shield after game update, and if you were in tricky situation in KVK, you knew you were effed if you want to sleep. Yeah, but in here you can just teleport away and stay in like territory. And if you're like into your own territory, then you're basically safe, right? In Kingdoms of Camelot or in Clash of Kings, this notion does not exist, the territory. There's no such thing as a safe place there, no matter where you teleport. In Clash of Kings or in Kingdoms of Camelot or anywhere else, there's no way for you to be safe. Like, you're not safe. 24/7, you need a shield, man. This idea of territory, whoever came up with this was amazing. I'm telling you, like, whoever came up with the idea that your city is safe within the territory and you are basically not fighting to kill each other, you are fighting to push territory. Whoever actually came up with this idea was a genius, and I'm telling you, it was like the best thing that they ever did for the game. This might be like the one reason, in my opinion, as to why Rise of Kingdoms is so much more amazing than the other games, just because of this. And I feel like a lot of people overlook this. A lot of people are like, well, it's because it has commanders, it's because it has equipments. In my opinion, it's because they changed the whole structure of the game. You are not fighting to kill or raid each other. You are fighting to push territory out, to get the zone. You're pushing to like get the gate. If you get the gate, he cannot teleport in. Like, so much. It actually makes sense, man. This game actually makes sense from a fighting perspective. Like, you have safe zones, you have good zones, like you have everything. You can basically, you have to be, I'm sorry to say this, but you have to be an idiot to get zeroed in Rise of Kingdoms. Honestly, you have to be an idiot to get zeroed in Rise of Kingdoms. By idiot, I mean like the guy who basically leaves his city in the front line and goes to sleep. Now, if you are that dumb, and I don't mean like by like in a bad way, I honestly don't mean that. If you're like that dumb and you get zeroed, that's like on you. Like, you can accept the fact that it's on you. So if I get zero right now, I'm gonna be like, okay, it's because of my fault. I was dumb enough to make that mistake at that point. You know, I was dumb enough to actually believe that leaving my city there, it would mean that I would wake up in the morning and I would still have it. I'm telling you, man, having came from games that basically safety is not an option, playing Rise of Kingdoms, I feel like I will never get zeroed. Now again, anything can happen. I might just grow overconfident, but I always, every single time that we have a fight, I come to the front line, I fight, and I just go back. I always go back to zone 4. I almost never ever sleep with my city on like zone 7 or zone 6 or KVK. Almost never do that. Even right now that we are like crazy safe and we have won KVK, we have our allies, we have conceded the Great Ziggurat because that was the deal. I still won't stay in this zone, right? I'm still don't trust them enough to stay in this zone. I'm still not confident enough to stay in the zone, man. I still don't stay in here. If I stay in here and I wake up in the morning and these guys just decide to maybe like betray us and everyone was asleep and they pushed and killed me, no, man, I'm not taking that risk, you know. I'm really good staying in the zone 4 right now. I have everything I need in here. I'm doing my barbs. I'm getting my I'm getting my crystals. I'm doing everything right, man. I'm gathering my gems. Here are people teleporting to wrong territory in the same coalition. Yes, even that. Like, that's actually like, wait, that's like a mistake that you technically can make. I did a mistake just because I was an idiot, okay, but because everything is like the same color, and I thought to myself that I teleported into the right alliance, only to find out that I was like in the wrong alliance and my city was at risk. But that's on me, honestly. That's actually on me. I cannot like, in all honesty, I really cannot say that it was the fault of the game. Like, I feel like that was definitely 100% on me. I was like a real idiot over there. But it's still like a lot safer. It's still like 10x safer, man, than whatever other games offer. What rank am I, by the way? Because I'm gonna close my stream real soon, but I'm really curious about my rank. Am I like 15 already? I'm 137. To be 15 I need 144. To be 10 I need 163. Okay. Yeah, I just teleported to an ally fort. As you know, it won't burn before you log back on. Right for last KVK, our allies started burning players on wrong territory. A lot of our other kingdoms in our camp got zeroed. Shit. Yeah, imagine getting zeroed by your allies, man. That's actually really crazy. Even more by your like your camp, your own camp, man. Like, I've actually had people who were getting zeroed by their own camp, which is crazy when you think about it. But what was going on is that the camps were not content of certain kingdoms, so what they would basically do is they would just zero them. They would just like kick them out of the coalition, for example, and just zero them. That's why I stay at my own alliance, man. I'm like MS69. Okay, this is where we're staying. I'm not staying here. I'm not staying here. I'm not staying here because I just want to be safe, man. I've worked too hard for this not to be safe. There was a lot of toxicity on the last day of KVK. Yeah, I don't like that. Honestly, I never understood what is the deal with toxicity. Like, I know that sometimes it makes the game interesting, but I feel like some people just overdo it. For example, I really enjoyed the fact that us and, well, 3269 and 3267 from the Wind Camp really have a bad history with each other, or rather like bad blood, because 3267 has betrayed 3269 a lot of times. So um, technically I was like really happy about being some bad blood, but I'm not a huge fan of just random trash talking, like just trash talk. I'm like, okay, man, let's just realize that at the end of the day, it's just a game, and we should just try and be a little bit of adults about it, rather than just trash talk on the home kingdom, for example. Plus, like, there's another thing, because if you lose or you win the, well, if you win the KVK, it's fine, but if you lose the KVK and then now you have to like strike a deal with your allies, with your enemies, it's impossible because you trash talk these guys to death. Like, how will they even give you a deal? Like, they're not gonna give you a deal. But if you kept a good word with them, if you made sure to be respectful, if you kept it good and everything, you might just be able to strike a really good deal. Meaning that, okay, we lost KVK, but maybe, just maybe, we can keep like the zone 7 and we are not going to attack each other, but we are also going to farm like some gems, and we are just going to like do the, just basically get something out of the KVK even if you lost it. Does it like make sense? I feel like a lot of people don't understand that you, just like it says, like, we have a saying in Albania. I don't know if it's like in other countries as well, but we have a saying here which basically says you get more flies with honey than with shit, which basically means that it's better to be nice than to be like an asshole, because as an asshole nobody's gonna back you up when you feel like, when you need help. But if you're like really nice to people, maybe you stand a chance. Doesn't mean that you will always get it, but maybe, just maybe. you have a shot. Anyway, man, I really feel like I'm gonna call this one a stream. So thank you for stopping by, and thank you for coming into my stream, man. Typhoon and also Riffin. Thank you both of you, honestly, for showing up. I'll see you guys into the next live stream. I'll make sure to do it a little bit sooner so that everyone shows up, because right now I was like crazy late into my schedule. So of course everyone is AFK. It was to be expected. Even I knew that before I started the stream, but I wanted to do the stream anyway. So thank you guys for stopping by, and I really appreciate you, and I'll see you people into the next one.